Hey everybody, this is Final Flame Productions back with another opinion video. Today I talk about the hot topic that is The Last of Us Part 2. In case you haven't heard, there was leaks from an employee at Naughty Dog who released loads of information about the game. Released lots of key elements such as missions, characters, what happens to certain characters, what characters do, new characters. It's a crazy situation. It's a situation that for a game this hyped is a really big blow to Naughty Dog, I presume, because leaking information and spoiling lots of stuff is bad, but the reaction that stuff has gotten from a little bit of looking around I've done on Twitter and Facebook and stuff is really, really negative, and I can see why. I'm not going to spoil any of the stuff here, but I'm going to give my opinion vaguely on it. I don't know if that makes sense or if it'll be even possible to not spoil it and talk about it. My opinion, I'm looking at it all. I've read through most of it, seen certain clips on YouTube that they're trying to remove as best they can. It's just sad. Sad is my opinion. I'm not sad that it got spoiled. I mean, of course, generally that would be a bad thing for them for any game or movie or album or something to get spoiled. It's a kind of it's not a good thing. It takes away from the release. But in this case, from what I've seen, I'm not happy about it. I mean, The Last of Us for me is one of the best games I've ever played. Just looking at the stuff that's been leaked, you can go into the politics and you can talk about, the rights and wrongs of it, and should people look at these leaks and should people seek them out? I wasn't going to seek them out, but then when I heard the really negative reaction, I thought to myself, much like with Terminator Dark Fate, I thought to myself, I'm going to read into this. Because if they have turned this franchise into bullshit, if they've made terrible decisions, I want to know about it. And lo and behold, that is what they've done. I look at some of the decisions they've made with certain characters, and I think to myself, did nobody, when writing this story and all the stages of creating and producing cutscenes and creating new characters and new gameplay, new levels and stuff, that nobody think this direction isn't good, this direction is going to piss off fans? In all movies, books, whatever, you have to put in a few tough moments, a few curveballs. You can't give the audience always what they want. But you surely shouldn't do 3 or 4 massive things that the audience definitely won't want. And that's what I fear they've done here. Is this going to affect the release of The Last of Us 2? Is this game going to be any less? Is going to sell less? I think it's possible. I think if this snowballs, I think if this becomes a bigger story and possibly more stuff gets leaked out, I don't know if that's possible. But if this snowballs and the fans, the toxic reaction that I've seen so far gets bigger, this could turn really bad. What would I do in my opinion? I personally don't think this should be released. That's a pretty silly thing to say, because of course they're going to release it. But I think it's so bad. I think it's so not in keeping with what fans want to see, that I really think it should be scrapped. That they've got the gameplay, they got the assets, they got the engine, the world they've built, the levels. A lot of that is going to be, we all know it's going to be of top quality, but the story and where these characters go is simply terrible. If this was a movie sequel, franchises like Terminator or Star Wars, there's more, the people writing these stories, the people writing these games, movies, are being allowed to make decisions that are just insane, that are so divisive, and just piss off people and turn people off the franchise. Some people would say you've got to make tough story decisions, narrative decisions. You've got to, have emotional moments where things aren't always happy. But you don't want to become like The Walking Dead, where you're just pissing off and depressing people that are trying to play or watch whatever you're creating. And personally, I think that's what's happening now with The Last of Us. I mean, at this point, I don't know what to say anymore. Will I buy this? I don't think so. It's the things that happen in this game that I found out now simply make me not want to play it. I think people that know the leaks know what I'm talking about. If you just put off people so much by the decisions you make in your plot, the game's obviously going to look terrific, it's going to play terrific, but The Last of Us is more than gameplay. The Last of Us isn't like Grand Theft Auto, where if you don't give a crap about the story, you've still got this great sandbox world you want to play in. The Last of Us is all about plot. The Last of Us is all about characters, two characters that we love, and they've disrespected and they've sidelined characters in this sequel that simply won't be accepted by most of the fan base. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be playing it. Actually, I know I won't be playing it. And I think that's sad more than anything. What do you think? If you don't want to be spoiled, I wouldn't look in the comments, because most likely there'll be lots of spoilers in there. I did warn you. What do you think about this? Thanks for watching.